Hey girl, I'm back with some messy, sloppy, petty tea. I'm back. So I'm kind of taking it back to my roots today. If you look back on my first video, I did a video about Steve Harvey. And I'm kind of just going into some people that I'm real interested in. So just recently I saw, first of all, we talking about Kandi Burris and Todd Tucker. Okay, Kandi and Todd. Let's just get straight into it. I saw a live that Todd had did on his YouTube page, because now I guess he posting up on YouTube and stuff, right? And he was just trying to get all the women to join him and basically say that, Kandi be doing too much and he's allowed to, be able to go out and do stuff on his own and stuff, which I agree with. But the way that he was kind of doing it made it seem like he was trying to kind of tell us and Kandi something. Like, it just seemed like he was like not very happy. That made me go ahead, grab some foil and make a hat and put it on my head. And then all of a sudden, I started thinking way too much about this. See, then I start getting weird and obsessive. So I said, you know what? It's time for me to get all up in their business. So that's when I started learning stuff that just made me feel like this whole entire marriage is kind of weird. It made me feel like, I feel like Kandi kind of, went, I think we all feel like she married below what she could have married. That's one thing, but now I feel like other than just normal level of settling, I feel like she was just really turning the other cheek when it came to a lot of stuff that you probably should not turn the other cheek to. So let's just start off from the beginning, and then we'll catch up all the way until that live that just recently happened. Y'all probably already know a lot of this stuff. Well, maybe not a lot of it, actually, because I saw some stuff. I said, oh no, I'm real surprised. But you probably know some of the beginning stuff, like, when they met, how they met, what job he was doing. But after that, and other than Candy's mom not liking his ass at all, after that, I feel like we don't really know too much. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it. So they met in 2011 when Todd was new to Atlanta, and he was working as a production manager for Real Housewives, right? Originally, Phaedra, which I have another video, I was kind of talking about her too. Ooh, God, what she did in the past, whatever, we gonna leave that alone. Phaedra, okay, noticed him, and she hooked Kandi and him up, right? Probably not realizing what she was really doing, but she just thought, he was intelligent, whatever, he was a cool, cute little guy. So Kandi, with her being single and I feel like really just wanting to be with somebody, you know what I'm saying, she gave it a chance and they started, talking to each other. But it's like, honestly, like immediately she gave him the ultimatum of like, you know what I'm saying, we finna be together or we not finna be humping around, which I can actually respect. Okay, that's not too crazy. I can actually respect that. But I feel like with knowing that this man was brand new to the area and stuff like that, I feel like you might have should have waited a little second before doing that, and allow him to kind of, I hate to say it like this, but get his rocks off and do whatever you want to do. Also, don't you want to feel like he chose you because like he chose you rather than, like, I don't know, especially with having as much money and clout and stuff as she has. Like, I just would feel like I would want to put somebody through a little bit more, like, I don't know. Let me just stop right now. Let's just continue on. So Kandi gives him the ultimatum. He's like, you know what? You right. I respect it. Let's be together, right? So, okay. So now all of a sudden here comes the mess, right? So supposedly Todd had said that he doesn't think that Kandi can sing. He doesn't think that she's all that good looking. He do like that ass though. But he don't think that she all that good looking, and that he's basically just using her to get in certain scenes in Atlanta. And also using her for that money. But mind you, okay, as much as I want to believe this, because I already felt like this in my heart, from the bottom of my heart, I already felt like this, because he seems like a gold digger, or he seems like what's it called? Oh, I forgot the word for it. But he seems like a gold digger and somebody who's like looking for like a come up. I hate to say it. I know he's a cool guy or whatever like that. I think over the years we like him a little bit more. But let's remember how we felt from the beginning. I want to believe this, but we got to understand this comes from a girl who he supposedly left Kandi for. So remember, all this is alleged. Okay, all this is alleged that he even said that, because think about this, though, too. You got to think about the other side. If he really did leave this girl for Kandi, she mad, right? She big mad. Okay, Todd was her man. Okay, so she could be kind of making up some of this. You know what I'm saying? Just out of being mad, wanting to be petty, and you angry, and you lonely, and you sad. So we got to put both of those, you know what I'm saying, take everything with a grain of salt. However, I do feel like we kind of all felt like this from the beginning. So it's like, let me know how you feel around that one. Now, let's skip ahead a little bit, okay? We're in January 2013, and they get engaged, and he gives her a ring full of clusters. Clusters, baby! Cluster ring! Come on now. If you know anything about jewelry, you learned about cut, color, clarity, let's just be honest, you don't go to the mall and get a cluster ring. You know how hard it is to find cluster rings in high-end jewelry stores? Okay? It's basically what a cluster ring is like, I hate to say it, but some people call them like diamond dust, or what we probably know them as is like crushed diamonds. And it's basically when people, sometimes like old school people, used to get them like football rings, you know what I mean? And it would look like from like far away, it looks like they got a big diamond in the ring, but really what it is a whole bunch of little diamonds that make it appear to be bigger than what it really is. And if you know anything about jewelry and about diamonds, those rings are worth a lot less than obviously a solid stone of that size, right? A solid stone of that size, or of any size, to be honest, because supposedly, I guess the one he got her is 2 carat. I mean, a solid stone, 1 carat, would be worth more than that whole entire thing, right? So not only did he get her a cluster mall, jewelry, which, you know what, shout out to everybody who has one of those. Okay, I had to tell mine straight up, don't give me no clusters. Like, we not even playing those games. But when my husband learned about it, he realized that was like not a good investment of money anyway. I can see if you're going down there and you're like, listen, my budget is freaking $500. This is what we can do. This is what we gonna do. But you don't. Here's the thing, right? You do not go down there and spend thousands and thousands of dollars on cluster diamonds. Like, that's just not what you do, okay? Because you realize that they're not worth that much. Why does it seem like allegedly Todd and spent $11K and got ripped off on some mall jewelry? Baby! Come on, Todd. You could have, if you were smart, you could have gotten a way better ring worth way more money for $11K. You spent $11K on clusters, on diamond pieces. Anyway, after everybody basically says something about it, her co-hosts, I'm talking about her people that she worked with on Real Housewives, her mom, shit, I think even her daughter said something about the ring. She came out and said that she picked out the ring and she likes it. That's what you had to say, Kandi. Okay, you did the right thing there. That's what you had to say, and you did the right thing there. But I feel like Kandi is just so business smart and other things. I just don't believe that Kandi would have did something like that. If she was going to get a cluster ring, I feel like Kandi would have paid a lot less for that. Do you know what I mean? Like, if she really said, I want a cluster ring, which I don't really know too many people who say that. Now, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. A lot of people in my family have that type of stuff, but I'm also keep it a buck. They been in the hood they whole life or all the way up until they was like 45, years old and stuff. They don't know no better. Let's just, I'm not trying to hate on nobody. They just honestly don't know no better. Like, I have people in my family that really think going down to the mall and getting, like a Zell's ring is going to really like be worth something, and they're like making an investment. And I'm not trying to hate, or sometimes it just be those ones that are not even the name brand at all. Like, and they sell like suits and they sell like other stuff in there, and they think that going in there and buying these diamonds is worth something. I just want the only thing that makes me upset about that is that I just feel like a lot of these people are eating and making money off of the black community and us not having knowledge on these type of things. And it hurts my feelings, actually. Instead of it being funny, it's not really funny. It hurts my feelings that I know some people who spent, thousands of dollars on things that are not even worth it. They're certified by some unknown place, not even GIA certified. You know what I mean? It's just like, and if you go to Zales and stuff, you'll understand. They'll sit over here and tell you, oh, it's certified by this place and that place. You know what I mean? But when you look it up, this is not even the quality that the stones need to be certified by. These things are very low. So it's like, I don't know. I just feel like they run a game on us, and it just sucks. And I'm tired of seeing my people get game ran on them, getting finessed constantly. But anyway, I think Kandi though is too smart for that. But she did what she was supposed to do. She, in my opinion, allegedly, I feel like she lied and went ahead and she, you know what I'm saying? She stuck up for a man and said, you know what? I picked this cluster ring. So go off, Kandi, about your ring. Anyway, and I kind of put that in there because I want everybody else to know too. Please do your research when you're investing money like that. Please, y'all, especially if you're trying to have an investment for your family and you want to give it, to your daughter or to your son to propose or have it like as an heirloom, because we don't really have that type of stuff. You know what I mean? And so it's important, you guys. Anyway, let's get back to Kandi and Todd. So before getting married, Todd was sitting over here acting funny the whole time about signing the prenup. That's why I'm saying, like, I don't feel like Kandi even picked out that ring, because Kandi's smart. Okay, she said, I'm not getting married without no prenup. I don't care how much blind I am right now, how much in love, how much I just want this to work. You finna sign out. Pre. Okay, she said, period. So he signed it at the last minute, girl. Right before they got married, he gonna sign the damn thing, but then had the nerve to continue to have an attitude about it and was sassy. He was so mad about it that a few months later, after the marriage, he gonna stop bending Kandi over because he was mad about the prenup still. He said, Kandi, you ain't getting this dong. I'm still mad about this prenup. Really, sir? Really? You're mad because she wants to protect her assets? You're mad because you married a good businesswoman? You sound like a hater, and you sound like something else. A gold digger? You sound like a gold digger to me. So Kandi's like, listen, you sounding weird. You're doing weird stuff. I'm, getting red flags. But you know what? We trying to make fetch happen. I want to have some kids. Oh, God. Why do we do this? Why do we do this? I understand she was at a particular age, so I think that's probably what it was. But come on now, Kandi. You could have really just did better than this. So they have one son by, like the regular way. She, I believe she carried him through the pregnancy, up to term and stuff. And then they had a daughter by surrogate. This is, I want to say before I say this, that I do feel like a lot of people kind of feel like this, because even Khloe Kardashian came out and said this too. Sometimes when you do that by surrogacy stuff, not saying don't do it, because I believe that if people want to have a child, if you can't do it the regular means, there's other ways of doing it, and go off, do it how you want to do it. If something happens to me and I can't carry all my children, it will be something that I will consider. However, you just need to know that sometimes people don't feel as attached or connected to the child. And that's something that actually happens. It's real. And I'm glad that people are kind of coming out and talking about it now. So I don't really want to shame Todd for saying that he didn't really feel connected to the child, because, I'm glad that he was being honest and being real and open about it instead of hiding these feelings and trying to keep that stuff inside. It's a real feeling. We're human beings. You know what I mean? And it's a different way of doing things that you might not be, used to. Remember, Todd, I believe, already had a child too before they even got together. So they had the baby by surrogacy, the daughter, the second child, and he just said he didn't really feel connected. So, like, within like a week or two, Todd out at the club every day at the club. This nigga out at the club while she sit over there with a new baby and another baby. Baby, I know you lying, Todd. I know you lying. You better get your ass home. Seriously, Todd, you was a grown ass man. This how you finna handle it though? So I just feel like that part I am faulting you for. Cause what was you doing? Why would you leave a woman alone with a brand new baby knowing she need help? Now maybe he felt like you didn't give birth and stuff like that, so you cool, like you can walk around, like, do you know what I mean? Like, you not hemorrhaging and you not, you know what I'm saying, bleeding, and you can walk around and you're not in pain and stuff. So maybe that's why he felt like it was okay to do that. But really, you made up your own excuses in your head why it was okay to do it, because it really wasn't. It's still a brand new baby and she got a whole nother kid. Okay, period. So he also mentioned though that Kandi wasn't giving him enough attention. So which one was it? Was it that you weren't connected to the child, or was it that she wasn't giving you that much attention? I can't see it being both. But I think more the reason why you going out to the club is because she wasn't giving you attention. So now what is you doing? Is you trying to get attention from other women? Because you going out to the club. It's not like you just going out and hanging out with your friends in their garage and y'all drinking beers and just talking about what y'all going through. You got to go out to the club night after night after night. It's starting to get problematic. I'm starting to see problems. Now, all of a sudden, multiple people coming out the woodwork, including Portia Williams, saying that Todd ass out here cheating on Kandi, using a whole nother name. Todd ass out here cheating on Kandi. But not only that, Kandi already worried about this. This is something Kandi had already had in her head, that she was feeling like Todd ass was cheating over there at his an apartment in Jersey. You cheating out here at the club, you're cheating on me. Wow. Wowzers. And y'all just had a baby. Another one? Baby, I don't know. I don't know, honey. I'm not really sure what I'd be able to do about that. Like that, we would be having some problems. So now Todd is feeling the pressure, okay? He should have been feeling pressure, but now he's feeling the pressure about, like, you know what I'm saying, not really making too much money. Because remember, when Kandi and him decided to start dating, she told him to quit his job at Real Housewives because they can't, I guess in the contract, they can't be dating. So he had to leave his job, and let's keep it a buck, he wasn't making as much as Kandi is making anyway, even with that job, but now he had to leave. So what he started doing was he started, doing more business ventures. And he talked about how, like, he was making money off of this, and it was making other people happy, but it wasn't making him happy. So my thing is why don't you go work for another show or something? You know what I'm saying? Stop doing truck driving or whatever this other stuff. You go work for another show. Or is it giving you just want to live off of Kandi money? I'm not really sure which one. Do you know what I mean? Because you can go and do the job that made you happy before you was with Kandi. Do that. Do something else. Y'all rich, you don't have to be doing this. Like, you have other opportunities to do other stuff. Y'all not normal people. So it's like you rich and you got connections. Like, come on, let's stop playing game. So that kind of just made me feel a little bit weird. Like, I know you ain't trying to live off Kandi money, which also brings me back to how weird you was acting about not wanting to sign the damn prenup. I don't like it. So Kandi's like, you know what? Stuff is going on. You feel like I'm not giving you enough attention. And by the way, throughout this process, he not really clapping Kandi cheeks like that. So Kandi's like, damn, why you ain't clapping these cheeks? And we know, I do believe Kandi is a freak. I do believe Kandi likes to, lick some cooch. I do believe that, but I don't believe. So what happens is Kandi and Todd starts introducing girls and started freaking on other women, at nighttime in the bedroom, started freaking on other women. I feel like Kandi kind of does want to freak on other women a little bit, but I feel like she did this for Todd. We have seen this time and time and time again, okay, where people will introduce other women into the bedroom, T.I. and Tiny, a lot of different other people, allegedly. But they did come out and say they did stuff, but I'm still saying allegedly. Want to add on people into the bedroom to try to make these men happy. I'm sorry. They can say a million times they doing it because they want to. The women, they doing it because they're free. They doing it because they want to. Y'all really doing this for the men. Let's stop playing. But you know what I noticed throughout all these, I'm not finna name all the people who do, but if you think about it, it's a lot of people who do this. For some weird reason, it never stops that man from cheating. Have you ever noticed that? Like, it never stops him from cheating. You know how many times Tip, allegedly, right? But we seen on the show, then cheated on Tiny, but yet she over here freaking women for you and letting you have whatever woman you choose to have in the bedroom, and you still cheating on her? I mean, God. Oh, God. God. That should just go to show you. And then half the time the relationships don't even be working. I just feel like these women be trying to hold on to grasping on the straws, the threads, trying to keep this shit together. That sounds exhausting to me. So that's what's been going on. And then it leads us up into that live that Todd just recently had. And so I'm getting a feeling that Todd is still not happy. This man's still not happy. I do feel like Kandi can let up a little bit. She can let him go out. But then now that I started, I had to go back and look at the history of stuff that I didn't know. Now I can kind of see why she acted a little bit funny. You was already cheating, allegedly. And I do believe that she believes that she was cheating. That's why she not really fucking with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, women don't start acting funny out of nowhere, man. I'm tired of men trying to make it seem like we just crazy. It's usually 9 times out of 10, you gave us a reason to feel like this, and stop playing in our face about that. I don't like that. So let me know what y'all think about this whole messy, petty, sloppy situation. Sounds kind of crazy. I'm kind of mad that I even learned more about this, because I'm even more upset. I was a little bit on Todd's side, but now I don't know what to feel. But I do feel like if she keep on trying to just trap him, you can't go nowhere, we got to always be together, that's going to make it worse too. So it's just like, would you go and let him possibly go out and cheat like he was possibly allegedly doing before? Or do you try to keep him, you know what I'm saying, like tied up like a dog, and then really make him want to cheat? I just think at that point, if you just, then you just feel like you just got to cheat her, then maybe y'all just don't need to be together. But I feel like Kandi the type of person that's going to sit there and be with this man just to prove a point, just so she don't look crazy in front of people, in front of the world, in front of her mama and stuff like that. And she going to put up with the shit. Let me know what y'all think. And did you guys know all this stuff? Is Todd a gold digger? You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's doing better now, because isn't he producing for some stuff, or he wanted Kandi to produce for some stuff. But he's doing, I think now he's doing more of the stuff that he loved to do. So we'll see how that goes. But do you think Kandi could have married better? Or do you think that's what she could have did at the time because of, maybe who she is or what she'd be looking for? I don't know. I'm kind of on Mama Joyce's side now. I thought she was a little bit of a hater sometimes, even though I kind of understood where she was coming from. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'll talk to you soon. Okay, girl, I'm going to talk to you, so I'm going to call you later. Bye.